Okay, you know this game's a bad sign when it even gets YouTube to pause. I don't think I've ever had that experience. I swear, there's something about this game. It's cursed. It's actually cursed. I didn't think it was possible. But there's something about this game. It's almost like torture. I didn't believe it. But just the fact that this game seemingly breaks my computer. Just that itself makes it like torture. And I think that's what makes it worse. And also the fact that it keeps muting itself. Now, last time, I came to this unprepared. I am now prepared. Oh really? I couldn't even say my name. Oh yeah, that's lovely. Mr. Hart. Did this game just freeze? Oh my god, it's starting already. The game is freezing. Uh-huh. Oh, I think it's not freezing. Okay, so, as I found out, it turns out you can actually drive.
Hello, thank you all for joining the program. I'm here with author and magician.
And I just got an achievement for that.
We're talking today about your work with various simulators. Yeah.
Okay. Time to practice driving.
In the 90s, Janet Reno.
The steering wheel isn't aligned.
Attorney General for.
I figured as much. Of course it would lean to the right.
President Bill Clinton.
Okay.
The Waco thing. That was Janet Reno. There's
So, this is Desert Rain Bus. And I just realized I forgot to remove live screen.
And then Bill Clinton and Arnold Schwarzenegger.
And just like last time, it's making my controller make a weird sound. This game is cursed.
I gave a speech
I am
where
convinced.
she said that
You know, let's try getting pulled over
they
immediately.
should have video games that dealt with
Oh, no collision.
jobs, prepare people for the workplace.
Here's
So
that
I think
elusive
the
being
video
towed in
games
real time.
Was that the video games would be educational. Now, by educational, what Janet Reno means is making you a proletariat.
It looks like I might be getting towed
Instead of,
slower
simulators of
than what I
being
can drive.
like tanks and planes and race cars and submarines and hedgehogs.
Not as many trucks as I expected
They would
from
get
something
you
like this.
for a real
I
job.
really expected
So,
more.
I was listening with Eddie Gorodetsky, who writes on situation comedies. He writes on 2.5 Men, and he writes on, Long is his show. He created that show.
Surprisingly, not much interaction.
But also was writing with us on this video game called Smoke and Mirrors.
You know, this guy's
And he
kind of
said
loud. Can I hear him?
that, we both heard the Janet Reno speech.
Alright. Now it's just me. Why do I get the feeling there's not even a tow truck behind this? Also, can I say this tow truck is doing an awful job at towing me back? Look at it! It's in the middle of the road! I got an achievement for that.
Hello, thank you all for joining the program. I'm here with...
Uh-huh. Well, that's what towing feels like. I guess they weren't kidding when they said you get towed at half the speed. Yeah, I know it would be too easy if, like, the bus didn't have any weird gimmick, but the fact that it leans towards the right, relatively, Like, the controller will vibrate if you're too much on one side. It really goes to show the torture this was intended to make. Why don't I have a reflection in the mirror? Why isn't this fan turned on? I can only imagine Arizona is as hot as Nevada, which I think if I remember the map right. Retirement fund. Why do I feel like that's the exit? So yeah, precise driving, this is not. The perspective, though, is surprisingly accurate to real driving. So just like in real life, I'm also messing up in the exact same way. You know, just driving a little bit too much to the side. Yeah, maybe it's just me, but I have a problem aligning myself. And I just got an achievement called Baby Steps. Now, I'm not going to attempt to actually do the whole trip. Because... Well, not yet anyways. I feel like this is something I'd want a group of people with, so that way I could at least talk to. Real-time conversations. Because I'm just saying, I don't think I have the motivation to do this on my own. I feel like so many better things could be done instead of making the whole trip. Also, really, somebody should get the wheel, or I don't know if it's the steering wheel or the actual wheels that would control something like this, but someone needs to get this tested. The fact that the bus drifts towards the right, it's really concerning. Like, can you imagine if there were actual people in here? And you know what's the worst thing? The fact that knowing that you could be right towards the end and have to get towed back at half the speed. I've been told this is a 5-hour trip. I don't know if it's true or not, but what I do know is that if I was to, oh god, hey Joey, thank you so much for the post. I think the notification's working. How are you doing? Hopefully you're not being tortured by this desert bus. Alright. I know this sounds stupid. I would normally tab out just to check, but this game doesn't have a pause button. And holy shoot. Oh, driving? Thanks for the sub. You know, I know that sounds stupid, but... like, really stupid, but... I feel like I've just proven you shouldn't drive and text through this. Come on, this car can go faster. So, how was, I think you were still playing the new Call of Duty while I was still there. How did that go? I imagine a lot better than Desert Bus. The ultimate torture. Speaking of torture, did you know Twitch doesn't let you put torture in your title? I learned that. Even though this game was actually intended for torture, Twitch will not let me put that in the title. I almost feel like this is false advertisement. I can't tell people that this torture device was meant for torture. Okay, so this is Desert Bus, the VR edition. Desert Bus was a game that was intended for torture. It was originally planned to be used to torture prison inmates. The premise of the game is that you are driving from, I believe, Las Vegas to Arizona in real time. Even though it's just a straight road, the distance is about the same as in real life. But what makes this torturous is a lot of minor things, like the fact that the bus slowly leans towards the right, and if you drive off-road or do something stupid, you'll get towed in real time from the beginning. Except, you'll get towed at half speed. So, you'd be towed at around 20 miles per hour. Now, the premise of the game is to actually make it all the way to Arizona. Needless to say, I think it's like 5 hours. And there are no checkpoints. There's no pausing. There's no save or quit. And this game is seemingly good at breaking your computer. So yeah, that is Desert Bus. Now, even though this was intended as torture, for some reason, Gearbox, of all companies, decided to make a VR version as like a meme. So if you ever want to experience this torture simulator in VR, that is now an option. But thankfully, the VR version of Desert Bus, the one I'm playing, also has a non-VR version setting. So even though this is the VR version, which is more 3D than the original, you don't have to play it in VR. So yeah, that explains Desert Bus. Intended for torture, didn't quite happen, and now it's available as a meme. Like a meme game. As stupid as that sounds. Just think about it. A company went out of their way to remake Desert Bus on Unreal Engine 4 and just give it away for free. I have to wonder how good the publicity was from doing this. Because something like this really strikes me as... Well, since this is made by Gearbox, at least the VR version, I'd like to pretend that there's something in the desert worthwhile in this whole game. Like, randomly, at one point in this, I presume, 5-hour trip, there's a reference to Borderlands. Something has to be worth all this agony, and it's definitely not the achievement. Yeah, I feel like that's about all I can say about Desert Bus. There's also this weird thing you can listen to, but I don't know. You don't really get too much out of it. Here, I'll let it play for a moment.
For charity. I don't think we're selling this. It's going to be, most people that are hearing this now will be playing for charities. What you know, is the charity worth how long you're going to sit here?
See? That's what I mean.
Really, really long time. Did you ever play Desert Bus?
I've only watched others play.
Yeah.
The radio isn't really worth anything. I still feel like this would be the perfect game. I say game loosely. To just do anything but play the game. Alright. I have been on this run for 10 minutes. Just need 49 more of those 10 minutes. And then, I believe I have completed the desert bus. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to sit through all of that. Not in the slightest. Now, occasionally, you'll find people join your seats. For whatever it's worth, they're actually real-time people coming to watch you suffer. Now, I don't know how the seating works, but I'm kind of curious if that TV has anything on it. Probably not, but still. Wait, this was made with Unreal Engine 4 and they couldn't even afford a reflection on the side view mirror? But they could afford one on that mirror? I feel scammed. Like, it's not even a good reason for it not being visible. Like, maybe if it was dirty and cracked. But no, it's just cracked. You know, seeing Desert Bus for Hope, honestly, it doesn't really give me hope. It really doesn't. Hey, Jasmine. I was going to do this. I tried it out, and it broke my computer, but I'm... Okay, I can't say I'm committed to it because I'm not going to play this for 5 hours, but why not? You know, give it the full run. You know, the college try. The Desert Bus for Hope run. Is that a good reason? Because I was honestly debating playing Dark Souls 1 because today's return to Lodran and just making fun of Dark Souls 1. No, it's not a good reason. I knew I was better off making fun of Dark Souls. But you know, you never know. There could be a spoiler to Borderlands 3 in the desert. Somewhere, because I refuse to believe Gearbox would not reference themselves in this game. There has to be something out there in the vast repeating. Like, this isn't even a good desert. Las Vegas doesn't look like this, and I can only imagine Arizona doesn't look like this. Okay. Oh wait, I got an achievement. It says good job, I guess. Alright. Time to quickly check achievements. Okay. Hopefully I don't get... Oh wait. No, if I stay still too short. See, that's the thing. If you don't drive, you'll get towed. This game really is torture. It's not even good driving practice. Okay, just gotta speed achievement this. Okay, 5 out of 15 achievements. What are the other 10? Don't worry, I can do this. I can do this. Okay, start the bus. All the achievements in this game are hidden. Okay. That might make things a little bit harder to do without getting towed. Just a little bit. Damn it. I can't remember how to view hidden achievements. Yeah, that dot is just weird. It's just there. An otherwise HUD-less game. Did I steal this bus? That is not the name I put. Oh my gosh, I might be driving a stolen bus. So this is how it feels like to be a prisoner without being in jail. It's a very distinguished learning of, not learning, distinguished, excruciating, torturous experience. To know that my character was apparently an idiot who stole this bus. Because I put my name as Mr. Hart. I did not put Bill Bewoswat. Also, that thing, I can't help but feel like the certificate expired just shy of 20 years ago. Wait, I got the license in Arizona and I'm driving back from Las Vegas? Oh shoot. I wonder how different my life would be if I was named Bill. Bill Bewoswat. I feel like people would make so many jokes about paying bills if I had that name. But you know what isn't a joke? Ooh, what's this? Oh my god! Why is that a thing? This is just like the death door. It doesn't even open all the way. Oh, almost at 20. Almost. You know, let's see the drift on this. Hopefully I don't get towed for doing this. Just listen to that screeching. No idea where it's coming from. You know, I'm pretty sure this is crazy illegal to do on the freeway. Just switching lanes like this. You know, it's almost like music. Almost, but not quite. It's like really bad music. Maybe I can get the horn into this. Oh god, that horn sounds awful. Well, I feel like I've gotten all my worth out of this game, even without getting the 10 achievements. And I just know one of the achievements is complete desert bus. It's too obvious for a game like this to have the final achievement being wasting 5 hours of your life. You know, driving this bus in absolute silence, but with... I take it back. Driving this bus with moderate irritating sounds and this game slowly killing my controller, I have to say, never in my life did I picture myself willingly doing torture on myself. Like, I know I started Trainwreck Friday for the sake of bad games, even though half the games I played on Trainwreck Friday are actually good. Actually, I take it back. A fourth of them are good. They just usually had something stupid, like Binary Domain was like, oh, this game's really good. Too bad it sold so bad that now we don't get Yakuza games translated anymore. But, you know what? This game is better than Rogue Warrior. But I don't think that's saying much. I feel like slapping yourself is better than playing Rogue Warrior. Because just like slapping yourself, Rogue Warrior, you get a little bit of entertainment for the first 2 minutes. But then it's all downhill. And this game is different, because this game's downhill from the beginning. You know, I get that this is supposed to be bad because it's a torture device, but I kind of want to know how this compares to Superman 64. I'm just saying. Because, like, compared to Umbrella Corps, I can only play so much of Umbrella Corps before my head starts to hurt. But this game, I'm sorry, this torture device, it's different. I feel like I could just go on and on if I was really avoiding something. Wait, I just realized, since this game has no pause button, what if I need to use the restroom? Well, that idea about being able to do it just went out the door immediately. Yeah. What if I need to use the restroom during a 5-hour trip? I can't pause, otherwise I'll get towed. Well, the torture part's starting to make sense again. I'm pretty sure it's 5 hours. It was a stupidly high number. Remember, this was intended for torture. This was supposed to torture prison inmates. I'm not even halfway there, yet it feels like it's been an eternity. I almost want to sing music, but without actually knowing any of the lyrics, so the music sounds bad. Why does the game spin faster when I'm looking at my chair? It's kind of concerning. You know, this game doesn't really have that many graphical options, so for all I know, this game could be running at like 1,000 frames per second whenever I look down. Oh, about to reach 300 miles driven? That's exciting. 300 whole miles! You know what? I think I might hold out until I reach 300. After 300, I'll switch to something better. Now, I know the radio says that most people who play this would probably be doing it for charity. I kind of wonder, I guess that's probably Gearbox stroking their ego, hoping people do this for charity, but I really wonder if anyone actually has done this for charity, and successfully. Because that's... I mean, let's face it. Some Twitch viewers are jerks and they love seeing people suffer. And the fact that this is actual pain. I feel like with the right type of publicity, you might be able to do some pretty good charity work for it. Really? Was it the VR version or like the original? my gosh, that's awful. Especially since you get towed at half the speed. I can just imagine the internal screams. I can just imagine it. It's like the equivalent of winning the lottery, but then having your tickets soaked and not being able to claim the money. Oh, almost 300. Yeah, that's a thing. And might I just add that the moment I started playing this, my controller started making a weird noise. And my controller doesn't have a speaker, so that's kind of concerning. So apparently I can't read a speed meter, and I mistook 300 miles for 200. Well, time to go get towed. Come on, Borderlands, I know you're out there. Alright, now... retirement fund, here we come. Hey, Chrono. Stupid game, I told you my name was Mr. Hart. Work, damn it! Okay, that's it, we're done here. Where the heck's the exit? Vacation, here I come! Finally. It's gone. My index finger hurts so much for holding it for half an hour. I know that sounds so dumb, but it does. It actually hurts. As dumb as this sounds. Okay, now I should probably change my title, because I'm sure as hell not going back to that. You know what, you're right, Chrono. I should make the pain come back, but in a different way. Exactly, Chrono. Be the independent person you want to be. Don't be shackled by other people's thoughts and opinions on you and or your actions. Yeah. You know, I need water. Yeah. Alright, that's a good title if I ever saw one. That actually changed the game. We're going from abbreviation DB to DS. Okay, I feel like an idiot. I've heard of group chat before. I feel like this should be a thing I know. I'm pretty sure I heard about it in high school. People were talking about it. I feel like an idiot. You know, like when somebody tells you something? Yeah, I imagine you could, like, turning off the webpage? That's a thing, right? Alright, now... after Desert Bus and... why does my finger still hurt? I know the perfect thing to do right after that. Especially since Desert Bus didn't kill my computer this time. We are going to play a game. I changed my mind on the title. Or on the game title. I was... And, I just realized something. This game actually has two slots in game on Twitch. I'm not kidding. This game actually has 2 titles. And Twitch actually has both of them. Alright. Yeah, that's not a good title. I know that sounds dumb, but I'm kind of surprised when any visual novel has a title available on Twitch. But it's kind of weird having a game have 2 titles. Like, isn't that weird? A game having 2 titles? And it's not like it's an HD version of a game and like an original. It's the same game but with 2 different titles. I don't know, something about that's just weird. I don't know why. Speaking of weird, I hope this game actually loads. Okay, it's loading. That actually gets screen capture.
I've been stuffed in your pocket for the last 100 days. When I don't get my bath, I take it out on the
trust me, the black screen will go away.
I'll polish them rockets now and swallow them and say,
Hopefully.
What? Knock, knock.
Oh my gosh, I should play that instead.
Finish him.
What am I doing? Playing this? Oh wow, this game's loud. Thank you for the follow. Sorry, it's loading for me. Doski Joy. Thank you for the follow. Sorry the game's so loud.
What? This sphere? Oops.
Okay. Now it's actually working. This is kind of an obscure game that kind of got killed before it even came out. And sadly, I don't own all of the game, so I'm probably just going to be able to do like the tutorial. This game originally came out as Raiders of the Broken Planet. This game was actually made as Metroid Prime 4, but then Nintendo told Mercury, the developers of this game, no, we're not giving you your the license to Metroid.
You can decide later to change.
Then a year later, after people complained about Metroid Prime Federation Force not selling, they actually came back to Mercury's team and said, hey, can you make a Metroid game for us? The only problem was they already finished rebranding the game.
Unless you want your ass handed to you. But
Oh,
hey,
it's okay, Jasmine.
Padre.
He has sunglasses in outer space. Only people like him wear that, so you know he's not worth anything. So this game used to have a story mode. I don't know if it still does. So yeah, after this game had to get rebranded to not be Metroid Prime 4, in press, people kind of called it a discount Borderlands.
Good luck, Raider, and
Although here's the weird thing, people said it was discount Borderlands, but that it looked better than Borderlands. As weird as that sounds. Why do I get the feeling they got rid of story mode and now I have to pay for it? Now, this game actually had a few comic books come out for it. The only problem is the comic books came out when it was called Raiders of the Broken Planet, not Space Lords. So yeah, isn't that funny? The comic books that were made for this game can't even advertise the game properly because the name changed. Wow. Well, this game's dead. Like, really dead. Like, I expected to actually be able to play the story. I don't know why I expected more. Oh wait, we're actually in a loading screen? Just maybe the game might not be completely dead yet. Just maybe. Yeah, I have to say for loading screens, I'm kind of surprised how many ass shots I've gotten. Now to pick characters. Clearly I'm going to pick not Samus. Just look at not Samus. She even has the same exact body as Samus from Samus Returns did. She's definitely not Samus. You know she's not Samus. Just look at that face. It's not like she has a similar nose to Samus.
Listen up, team. Our next candidate was one of General Marmalade's lieutenants in the Umbra War Dogs. His name is Loth, and Alicia has the details.
God, how none of the characters look the same.
You all know that General Marmalade discovered the effects of Aleph on the
Everyone looks like their own
well,
thing.
One day the General asked for brave volunteers.
Oh wait, somebody skipped the cutscene. Ah, damn it, I'm missing out on all the lore.
Hey, you guys! The new arrivals!
Wait, now I don't know what to do. How am I supposed to know the lore of not Samus?
All morning. Finish them off, and we'll be friends forever. Those tanks are cool. Can we keep them? No. I'll prepare canister bombs
Now,
for
this
you with
game
a
is
laser
honestly
I made
pretty
myself.
weird.
Release them under the tanks. There goes the first
Not just
one,
visually.
Ken. They're on a timer.
The best way to describe this is...
Be my guest.
imagine if you had Metroid Prime in third person, and then had to make a shooter out of it. And for some reason you had really strict stamina management, and I do not remember how to reload. Well, so much for that. So one of the things about this game is it kind of has a rock, paper, scissors combat. You can shoot, punch, or grab. Some characters have better grabs than others. You can just imagine how that works. Also, I kind of feel like I might not have the full idea of what to do. Everyone on my team seems to be a lot higher level than me. I kind of feel like a fish out of water.
There goes another canister.
part of me feels like that really isn't a real player, just on the name. Like, real people don't shoot like that. Well, I found the emotes menu. At least I have that now. I wonder if I can punch a tank to death. Nope. I wonder if I can punch that tank to death. Still no. Well, I think I now know what I'm supposed to do.
And the fucking tank was blown to fucking bits. Oh, what a pity. Heads up.
So despite being a cover shooter, as you can tell, this game's... Okay, I know the AI is just missing completely. It's not so much that it's janky, but more that you can tell what this game was originally intended to be, and what it got dressed up to be. Where exactly are those bombs those guys had from earlier? I feel like such an idiot. I can't even climb over walls. I kind of wish I could have done this, you know, the actual story mode. Nothing against the random quick play, but the story was actually pretty decent. As weird as that sounds. Wow, for being AI, that guy's pretty good at just dodging shotgun. I mean, how often can you say someone's good at dodging shotgun? How did that guy climb? Now, maybe it's just because of the random quick play setting, but I'm starting to feel that everyone might just have shotguns. As weird as that might be. I really wonder where those guys were getting the bombs from. Like, really? Bombs, are you here? Should this game have given me a tutorial? Probably. Yeah, I really feel like I'm just running around. Well, at least we get to have nice, serenic shots of not Samus. And cutscenes. With extreme letterboxing.
Guys, I cannot go get more olive while I'm stuck here. There are no more extra lives. What's the plan?
This just feels so random, just quick play. Maybe it's just me, but I really would have thought the game would have given me a tutorial instead of just jumping me into quick play. Can I punch a reactor to death? No.
Guys, I cannot go get more olive while I'm stuck here. There are no more extra lives.
I really feel bad because it looks like my team actually knows what they're doing. Well, hopefully that did something. Hopefully. Because it's going to really suck if I wasn't supposed to destroy that. Like, really. Plus the finishing moves are entertaining. Even if I can't play the game. Let's see what this half-naked woman's doing. Oh, so much for that. Feels kind of weird just running back without the enemies there. Also feels kind of weird having 3 jumps. How often do games have 3 different jump buttons? You have standard jump, sliding jump, and a climbing jump. I get that this is supposed to be not Samus, and Samus was, you know, good at wall jumping, but do we really need 3 different jumps? It really feels weird. Like, almost like this wasn't meant to be a cover shooter. Almost. But I figured, clearly these developers are committed to this game. I mean, they even changed the name of the game.
You can slow down the shuttle by destroying the extractor underneath it. Remember that I'm stuck here and cannot go replenish Olive. Don't waste your extra
Oh
lives.
yeah, the Arkham games where Batman just breaks people's arms and, like, chest explodes them. Good old Arkham games. Ah, shoot. How did I not even see the hole? Yeah, I'm kind of surprised there hasn't been, like, a new Arkham game. The good old Batty Man.
Send in the mad dogs.
Okay, there's a hole there. I know that now. For whatever it's worth, I heard that the last game, you know, the one that got released on PC, that was really bad at first, I heard that one now actually performs well. Why are we following this guy? Because I remember when that game came out, it was like so bad and they actually, you know, removed it from Steam. So you are supposed to destroy them.
You're running out of time. You can slow down the shuttle by destroying the extractor underneath it.
You know, as much as I love the shotgun,
Send in the mad dogs.
I really feel like it's not the right gun for this. I feel like with how this woman fights, the shotgun's kind of less effective than her. Just look at the way this woman punches and kicks the daylights out of people. It's faster to punch someone than to actually use the shotgun. Yeah, I heard. And I never paid too much close attention, so I kind of wonder why. I know they've, like, made a remake on consoles from one of the Arkham games. Weirdly enough, the remake didn't make it on PC. I wonder why. Kind of weird, just seeing someone die and then just kill them immediately. It's like... the best way to describe it is just... you know in Smash Bros. When you're playing stock and you kill someone and then you get killed by someone else? It's like the best way to put it. Oh my god, that guy just vanished. Okay, this guy looks like he knows what he's doing. Conveniently, outside of me, he's the lowest leveled. I wonder if level means anything.
Send in the mad dogs.
Hey look, this thing's back. This feels so surreal.
Attention.
Seeing them talk, but having, like, the radio
That's how it's done.
effect.
Careful! Those bastards are changing positions!
Okay, I have no idea. Is the Warthog Harvester the ship?
The enemy has deployed an extractor!
I really feel so lost. Granted, the last time I played this game it had a different name, but, you know, still. No, no, it's Desert Bus. Desert Bus is killing other people's computers just by having the misfortune of playing it, or not playing it, processing it, video of it. Desert Bus has killed more than one computer. Yeah, I'd really believe it. I'd really believe it's all Desert Bus's fault. Like, really. Desert Bus for some reason makes my controller, without a speaker, make strange noise. I feel like that death animation might have been out of sync. So the controller I'm using is it's kind of obscure. I am using an MSI controller. It looks like an Xbox controller.
You've lost the trail! Stop the hunt!
It's kind of weird. It's like one of those fancy controllers that's meant for PC. Yeah, a controller meant for PC. I know that sounds weird.
The enemy has deployed an extractor!
Basically, just think about it as an Xbox controller, just a little bit fancier. And the fact that it has no speaker, but Desert Bus made it make a sound, really bothers me. I don't know why. There's just something about that. I really wish I knew what was actually happening. I feel so lost. I feel like this game really should have had a tutorial instead of just whatever I'm doing in quick play. Because the last time I played this, I had story mode and I didn't have to do something weird for it.
Hell yeah! That's how it's done! Take that, cabrones!
Oh. I think it's over.
Alright, let's see how you did.
Stuff that I have no idea whatever it means.
Nice score. Well played.
6 out of 10, that's passing.
Now, check out what you won.
Neat, money I'll never spend because I probably won't play this game. I just realized this game might be multi-platform. I'm pretty sure I saw a controller on that guy. Like on the player's side.
Wait, where's Light?
Do you have any idea how long it took me to build that refuge that you just destroyed with your piece of shit?
Hey look, story. Too bad I don't understand it.
Now you are.
Hey, take it easy, big guy.
Who's in charge here? You?
I'm in charge.
Okay, boss. You owe me a fortune. How do you plan to pay me?
Join us.
It's almost like there's a story here. Too bad we don't know how it starts.
I'll think about your offer just as soon as you compensate me for my losses. And I wouldn't take too long about it either. Or I'm gonna take everything I can find of value around here. Ah!
Sure is amazing how buff everyone who's a superhero conveniently is. Hey, look, a baby. I'm sure that's part of the story that vanished. Stuff that will probably never matter.
Good!
Hey look, I unlocked story, it's not grayed out.
We will not fail.
You know, I'm not going to lie, seeing this woman look happy is kind of out of place. Like after just seeing those... How weird that I had to do quick play to unlock the actual story mode. That's so weird. Hey, neat, this game has a clock on it. Well, it's fun as it's been being confused in the weird story of this game and seeing not Samus be weirdly happy. Let's switch to Fortnite, clearly that's the thing. Screw this obscure but apparently beloved. No longer Raiders of the Broken Planet. Just me and you had such a good idea with Fortnite. Why didn't I think about it? Clearly it's the thing Twitch is in love with, and it's definitely not just one person streaming the game. It's definitely not like people only watch one person play Fortnite, who may or may not be the biggest person on Twitch. No, clearly it's everyone. Clearly. Why is this game taking so long to load? Oh right, I need to change the game and title. Hello, Chrono with an edgy eye. It's so edgy. And glossy. Fortnite. It's edgy. Just look at this edgy edge. Why that face? Please, no. Chrono, it's okay. It's not Battle Royale. It's the campaign nobody loves. I should probably turn off that music. And besides, it's better than Desert Rain Bus. Why do I keep adding rain? It's better than Desert Bus, right? That's right, the thing you have to pay for, that the only reason people play is to grind for V-Bucks. Alright, kill stuff with the pistol, seems easy enough. That actually makes sure I have a pistol. I do not. Speaking about things you may or may not have to pay for, Desert Bus is free in case anyone wants to do a... Shoot, how many players does that game support? 20? In case you want to suffer in groups of classmates. Yeah, groups as large as school classes. You can download it and suffer with people you may or may not know. I don't want anyone to play Desert Bus. There's a reason it's torture. Although, I still find it weird that they're talking about... The game actually says you're probably playing this for charity. Doesn't that strike anyone else as odd? And I just realized this game's kind of loud. There, that's sort of normal. It sure is innovative gun upgrading. Okay, so sometimes you know a person who has something, and you have something they want, and they have something you might be interested in. So, like, if you have a bunch of Steam keys, you might be able to trade for another one. So, like, yeah, let's just leave it at that. And what I've found is having Humble Bundle is a great way to get a bunch of keys that are good for trading. That makes sense, right? Oh, right! Why do I keep putting the wrong screen? I completely forgot I was on the BRB screen! Wow, I'm really out of it today. I blame Desert Bus. I really do. I really thought I had it capturing. This thingy. This is the thingy we're going to play. The most thingy of all thingies. Ooh, that thing's offering me something I don't know. It's purple. Clearly purple's good since it's the color of the storm. Nearly. This loading screen's starting to get weirdly long. Oh no. What if I'm trapped in the loading screen? This loading screen never ends. Oh wait, it's over. Now, it's been a while since I've actually played the paid version of the game. I kind of wonder if anyone else is playing it, or if it's completely dead. So if I remember from this game, every mission takes like 20 to half an hour of your life. So
Stand by for an important weather alert.
Alright, I'm not using controller for this game.
A survivor shelter in this area has been destroyed. I've marked the last known location of the shelter on your map.
I'm kind of used to playing this game with the controller.
Travel to the shelter.
So it feels a little weird doing keyboard and mouse. Although I know it's stupid because I'm pretty sure most people would rather... Did I break the game? Hey, look, a desert. Hey, look, a bus. I need to kill this bus. There. Now it can't hurt me. That bus in the desert is dead. Really? God. I honestly never played any of the Call of Duties for like more than 15 minutes, so I would honestly know nothing about them. All I know is for a while they started copying Titanfall with like the wall running and the grappling hooks. That is all I know about Call of Duty. I thought that was kind of weird though, that like the original developers of Call of Duty left to make Titanfall and then Call of Duty copies Titanfall. I wonder if that really matters then. Because I know the weird thing was like people were excited for Titanfall 1 even though it was really just an online game. With the surprisingly not bad, but the campaign was... As stupid as it sounds, but you were better off playing multiplayer without the campaign setting, because the campaign wouldn't have the DLC maps cycled. But yeah... I thought it was weird how people loved Titanfall 2, but it was apparently dead on arrival. Yeah, zombies. Good old horde mode. Honestly, never really got into horde mode in any game up until Gears of War 3. I don't know why, but the horde mode in that game, I just like playing it, even single player. I don't know why. It was like the only horde mode of any game I played for a good amount of time.
Don't mind me.
That guy, I'm pretty sure all the not zombies are gone. Hey, little sister lover. Oh, you missed it. I was playing Desert Rain Bus for half an hour.
Good! You've reached the shelter. Use the terminal to run diagnostics to see what's
don't
wrong.
worry, all the games I've been playing have a theme of desert. And buses. Actually, I take it back. Raiders with Broken Planet didn't have buses. Do you count spaceships as buses?
See ya, Sado.
You know, it just seems like a good idea. Dedicate a whole stream to games with deserts and potentially buses. What are you talking about? I'm pretty sure my channel's built around positivity? Like when I'm playing a really bad game and I'm making fun of a good game instead of the bad game? That's positivity, right? Well, don't worry. Well, I don't want to say I'll go back to Desert Bus. What I can say is, after this game, there's even more desert and more buses awaiting. And I'm just saying, my index finger still hurts from Desert Bus. Would it be cheating if I taped down the trigger on my controller instead of holding it down for Desert Bus? The skip button's behind a microtransaction that costs $10. Unfortunately, even if you have $10, it's unclear where you put the money. So yeah, it's a true puzzle. Speaking of gachi, there was actually a game I wanted to play that was anime and gachi related all in one. Only problem is I forgot the name of it. So, Little Sister Lover, you might be familiar with it because it's anime related. Are you familiar with that one obscure Japanese game on the Wii where you play as a bunch of buff men trying to capture skinny criminals by throwing yourself onto the skinny man with a bunch of buff men throwing themselves on top of you? Because I don't remember the name, but I remember the game being anime-like, and it was amazing. It's basically gachi and anime put together. Now, I know you like anime.
Nope.
Is this wrench possessed? Wait, that's a hammer. I feel so lost after that. Okay. I'll have to look up what those words mean because I'm pretty sure they'll probably be a revelation. Speaking of revelations, does anyone like how a bunch of games just have revelations in their title? Like Assassin's Creed Revelations or Resident Evil Revelations. Although I think that one was weird because I ended up printing it on the title Revelations. Kind of a weird misspelling. Really, I had no idea if the Revelations Assassin's Creed game was good. All I know is that Revelations is a really popular thing to name stuff.
This shelter has been damaged pretty severely.
Oh, so is that like the point where they went yearly?
Looks like the life support modules have all been stolen. These modules inflate and shield the shelter.
Speaking of incest,
The modules have to be around
That
here
reminds
somewhere.
me about
Search
family
the zone and return the missing parts.
and killing your family for money.
Survivor shelters are built by a fleet of
That
construction
may or
bots.
may not be the next desert game I
If the bots
play
are
after
attacked,
this.
they enter stealth mode and power down.
Isn't that fun,
To
shooting
repair
down
the
your own
shelter,
family
we'll
for
need
money
to
though?
reactivate all of the construction
read-
bots. Unfortunately, their
Just shooting your
stealth
family
mode
is kind of bad.
really effective.
But good thing you can
You're
do it
gonna
with
need
fictional
some help finding those
characters.
missing construction bots.
Because when you do it with
Let me
fictional
see if I can
characters,
send some
it's
help.
better than the real
It might
thing
take a
because
few minutes.
nobody died.
There's an incoming wave detected. We have some time before they arrive.
Was
You can search for missing
Liberation the
parts
one where
now
you
or
played as the
reinforce the
woman who
shelter.
kind of looked like Sheva? Or am I thinking of a different one? Aww, I was hoping that game was actually good. Even though it's going to sound really petty, but I might have only been interested in it because the protagonist looked like Sheva. I don't care what people say. Sheva was the best Resident Evil character, because she's basically as close as you're going to get to a normal person in Capcom.
Help has arrived. Go find
I
Seabot.
feel like I
I've
could be
marked his
setting up a
location
bunch
on
of
the map.
stuff.
Seabot only has a limited amount of energy. If you don't activate its scanner, it will have to return to recharge.
They shamble.
Speaking of stuff that was good but probably wasn't worth its series, like, what's up with Doom basically getting remakes of Doom 1 every few years instead of
The
advancing the
construction
plot?
bot has been reactivated.
Like, does anyone else
module
find
will
it
now be
weird that
installed.
Doom 3 is a remake of Doom 1?
Each
Even though
part will
that
take a
game had
minute
like
to install.
5 remakes?
So, 8 modules, 1 minute per module. That equals a lot of bullets.
Wait, I don't have peppy hands?
Seabot scan is
Holy
ready
shoot, I
to
thought
be
I added
activated.
it.
Not the eye.
Defend Seabot while scanning.
Why does that keep happening?
Quiet, please.
Yeah, like, there was even a remake of Doom that was the plot edition.
Seeing.
I'm not kidding. And you can even play as a woman. Sadly, you don't play as Doom Guy as Doom Guy. You just play as someone who's this. Basically, Doom Guy in that game has a name and isn't called Doom Guy. And not a helmet.
Hey, Smasher! This is my fault.
You know one thing I'm surprised about Doom? Doom 3 had a bunch of soft porn posters with
A module
robotic
has been
women.
installed.
I'm kind
The
of
shelter is
surprised the
now
internet
stronger.
didn't run with that and make like a bunch of Rule 34 art of it. Like, really?
We gotta smash it.
Maybe it's just me, but is anyone else kind of surprised by that?
Check your map.
The parts are now marked on your map.
Oh yeah, the Doom 3 movie that has The Rock in it as a villain. I've heard that movie is an experience. Yeah, I heard that too. But if I remember right, the big twist on the movie is that it makes you think The Rock is Doom Guy up until the end, where it turns out he's that one guy who signed his soul to the devil or something in Doom 3. It was a very weird movie. I never saw all of it. And I don't think the twist was really all that good. I need to kill that bus.
Fully loaded.
Oh my... Ugh. Ugh. Not now, this one's gonna do it. I take it back, this gun cannot do it. Finally, it's dead. Desert Bus can't hurt me anymore.
New module installation has begun.
Hey look, toilet paper. feel like that could be important for Desert Bus.
Help has arrived. Travel to the location marked on your map.
You know, as much as this game has issues, and boy does it have issues, especially since most people play this just to grind for V-Bucks, but I kind of wish the game was better. Okay.
C-Bot scan is
Any
ready
little
to
girl
be
in particular?
activated. Defend C-Bot while scanning.
Or just like the next little girl I see.
A module has been installed. The shelter is now stronger.
Oh, that little girl on the top left.
Quiet, please. I am seeing. I am seeing.
Okay. Now to
New
figure out
module
how to
installation
use
has
the
begun.
chat system. And probably not get killed. Well, so much for the not getting killed part. Damn it, where's my mouse curtain? Oh my gosh, that hammer. No, not really. Like, they even got rid of the seasonal events. So now it's just the base game. Without even, like, a Halloween
The parts
setting
are now
or
marked on
anything.
your map. Thanks, C-Bot. A module has been installed. The
Like-
shelter is now stronger.
Last time when they were still doing seasons, they had a cowboy theme. But now there's not even a theme anymore for the season.
New module installation has begun.
They even got rid of the seasonal currency. Kind of weird. Like, compared to the PvP, PvE does not get a lot of love. Which is weird, considering you have to pay for it. You'd think the thing you're paying for would get you some more bang for buck.
Installation of parts will pause while the shelter is under attack.
I don't know, kind of weird. Yeah, which apparently was so profitable that they had to kill 2 of their other games
A module has
that
been
were also
installed.
free to
The
play.
shelter is now stronger.
Like the PvP.
New module installation has begun.
I'm kind
they
of
come.
disappointed that Unreal
Defend the
Tournament
shelter.
is never going to come out.
Module installation
I know
is paused.
basically-
It will resume after the raid.
Wait, the new Quake basically fills that void, but
Only 2 more modules. Keep searching.
I don't know. I still kind of wish we'd gone
C-Bot
a
incoming.
good arena shooter that wasn't pay, or not pay, but wasn't laced with loot boxes. D- 3 whole copies. Okay, I got lucky with the Quake game. It came with the graphics card. Buying 3 whole copies. I feel like that must suck knowing that the game went free to play. Granted, you still have to pay for the characters individually, but I can't help but feel like there's some crazy internal rage going on.
C-Bot scan is ready to be activated. Defend C-Bot while scanning.
Oh. Huh, maybe my depth perception's getting worse.
Quiet, please. seeing. I am seeing.
Looks like they've
Where's
backed out for
that
now.
ball looked like
Find
it
those
was right
parts.
next to me.
We don't want to deal with more attacks like that. Installation resuming.
Yeah, I kind of
Huh,
forgot
looks
how
like you
much
made 'em
time
mad.
these
This
round
next raid is
strats
gonna
were.
be tougher.
Kind of weird. They go on for so long, but you kind of just run around doing nothing.
All modules have been located. After all parts have been installed, the shelter will attempt to power back up. When this happens,
I'm just
expect a
standing
big
here,
fight.
which makes it worse.
The enemy will come from all directions. The power-up process takes 4 minutes.
For $12. I feel like at that point you should probably just take him gambling. If he's not afraid to lose money, you might as well.
What is seen cannot be unseen. Check your map.
Then
The parts are
again,
now
it
marked
is
on your map.
nice having just free games versus free
A module
investment
has
money.
been installed. The shelter is now stronger. New module installation has begun.
I think I would take him gambling. Speaking of gambling, is anyone kind of disappointed that the new Pokemon games apparently got rid of gambling?
Are you serious?
I don't know why, but that really bothers me. Like, Dragon Quest still has its gambling. Is it apparently so bad to have gambling in Pokemon? Like, of all things. And even the game tells you gambling's rigged, so I don't
A
see where the
module has
problem
been
comes
installed.
from.
The shelter is now stronger.
You know gambling's rigged, the game tells you gambling's
New
rigged.
module installation has
Then why do they
begun.
have to get rid of it? Wow, that's a steep fall.
I'm dying.
Hey, look, a bus. Has to die. Why do I get the feeling it's faster to just die than climb out? This tar pit doesn't really
A module
look
has been
right.
installed. The shelter is now stronger.
You know, I feel though. Oh my gosh, the hammer. You know, I
New
feel the
module
same
installation has
way.
begun.
Like, you know, they have to
Looks
be
like the
aware of
house's
it.
plans have
Just look at that
changed.
one
They seem to
hooker
know the
bunny
final car is
Pokemon with the
being
fishnet
installed. They
stockings
must
that
be
are
preparing
ripped.
for a larger attack.
What was
Get
it?
ready.
Lopunny?
Installation
You have to
resumed.
admit, there's no way they just drew a bunny like that from pure coincidence. It's just begging for it to happen. Like, there's already a bunch of Rule 34 art of that Pokemon. Yeah. The bunny one. See, they're just denying a potential... what's the word? A clientele to be new purchasers of Pokemon by not embracing the prostitute theme Pokemon.
Here they come. Defend the shelter.
It's a tragedy, truly. Just think, just like Hoochie Ramen, you could have Hoochie Pokemon plushies. Why does everyone say that one? I don't know why, but having a red tumor next to your boobs, it doesn't really strike me as the best thing. That's a breast cancer tumor. I don't know why. Then again, having the tumor on your breast is probably better than having it on your head. Probably. Probably. I don't know, shouldn't all boobs be the same size? Shouldn't they? That's my reasoning. And I don't know why, little sister lover, but I pictured you going after Curlia versus Gardevoir. Flat. No, I feel like that might be a problem if you actually have flat breasts. Like, it's one thing to be a vertical wall, but like, to actually be real life flat, I feel like that's almost as bad as breast cancer. No, it is as bad as breast cancer. It's reverse cancer. It's the type of cancer that, rather than gives you lumps, it takes away the lumps. I don't know. I was told by a questionable art teacher that D and bigger were best, but then I was also told by someone else that double B's were the best, then C's, then regular B's, then B's that look like C's. Basically, I was told every cup size but A. Everything else is said everything but A. What is up with that propane tank just bouncing? Is this the jiggle physics I was waiting for in Fortnite?
60 seconds until shelter online.
No, I just don't know about these cup sizes anymore. Everyone says every letter's better. Maybe it's all a scam. Maybe the breasts were always a lie. Maybe the breasts were never there to begin with. But maybe it was all a mirage. How did I miss that shot 3 times? Those whores. Hey look, it's that
Go on over here.
the timer thing. It's over.
That's it. This shelter is
And
now
all
ready
it
for
took was
action.
around half an hour. Well, now I remember why grinding in this game felt tedious. These missions go on for way too long. And not just the missions. So do the menus themselves. Alright, time to secretly turn on the other game in the background. It's time for yet another game in the desert with potential buses. Yep. Oh, but don't worry, you'll always have max limit reached on something. That's the part that really makes you feel like you've earned something. Why couldn't they just put this all in one window rather than 5? This is something I definitely need. Alright, now to finish with this game. Now, where was that BRB? Alright. Updating titles, I kind of keep forgetting about that. Alright, now what's a good title for this? I've got it! Alright, if that isn't a good title, then please tell me what is. I want to know. I didn't actually get the game. Wherever it is. Somewhere. Definitely somewhere. Somebody help, I've lost where I've installed the game, and I can't get it out. Can I just say that actually using the holy shoot, it's updating faster than I thought. Yeah. Because you know, that has a desert. And oh god, I forgot it puts you in full screen and it changes your resolution. Not only that, this game has really loud sound. Ah shoot, I forgot to put the ultra widescreen fix. Can I just say that really bothered me about Telltale? They make games that are basically cutscenes, yet they don't even run well in... Or I'm sorry, only the title screen runs in ultra wide, then everything else doesn't. And to make matters worse, one of the Batman games had artificial black bars on it that couldn't be removed. All I can say is, why? Why would you do this? Alright, now to get the actual game to not be in full screen. Huh. So did you know that the full screen setting in this game doesn't actually work? That's good to know. Who would want full screen in a game to actually be full screen? What a crazy concept. Okay, that's good enough for me. It's sort of capturing. Now, I've never played through all of this game. All I know is that if you play it, you apparently get items for the pre-sequel one. Although from what I've been told, this is apparently one of the better Telltale games. Like, this one actually does the point-and-click adventure genre justice. Apparently, you even have to manage your inventory. And why do I get the feeling the game's still loud? I'll just play it safe and put it on 3. Unfortunately, this game doesn't have a very active modding community. But don't worry. You will get, what's the word I'm looking for? You know what? I can't find it. You get to see robots naked. That's something. Why do I play this trash? Little Sister Lover, it's Train Wreck Friday! And it's actually on a Friday for once. And besides, the main character, you can almost undress her with your imagination. Her clothes is almost that skin tight. Alright, now to act. Oh my gosh, it logged me in automatically. That's horrifying. Wait, I unlocked something? Right! Here's the thing I was talking about. How you get extra costumes. Alright, now to actually play the game. Now, despite, this game actually being one of the better ones of Telltale infamy, there are only 5 episodes. I kind of picture them to have 8, like Minecraft did. Too bad nobody liked Minecraft story mode. I'm sure the one person who liked it is probably enjoying the fact that they made 8 episodes. Double the standard 4. But just like any Telltale, this is not the beginning of the game. God damn it, game. Why would you start me off where I last played? See, I kind of find that a little bit weird because when you play the game, there's a conversation about fucking a spider for string. So, do 8-year-olds like fucking spiders for string? Is that what you're telling me, little sister lover? If that's the target demographic for Minecraft story mode? Because if it is, then holy shoot have I been looking at Minecraft wrong. This game series adapts to the choices you make. The story is tailored by how you play, even though it's not.
To hear another story of immense fortune and
so, kind of like the DLC for the first Borderlands game, you have Dr. Ned telling you, like, the prequel part.
We're told to contain mysterious
or is his name Dr. Zed?
Filled with advanced technology.
Oh, this game's even better about nothing mattering. So there's a character you can actually kill in the beginning. And even if you kill him, he comes back!
At least by me. You could say.
Do you know how stupid that is? To kill a character and have them come back from the dead. Wait, what? Connection timed out. I haven't dropped too many frames. I've only dropped 0.04.
History's attention is fickle, my friends. It will remember those pirates like Handsome Jack.
Wait, am I? Yeah, it's on live scene.
But forget the adventurers who risk it all for less obvious rewards. Stories, legends.
Little sister lover, you know I can still read chat, right? Not just read it, but also watch my own stream.
At the real spirit of things. Stories remember both sides of the tale.
Ah, shoot, the chat die on me again. How long has that been there? I hate it when it does that. Okay, I think I remember how to fix this. Oh shoot, now the frame for chat box is actually there. Thanks, Jasmine. I had no way of knowing that. This isn't the first time it happened, too. Like, seriously, I don't know why OBS sometimes does that. Hopefully it's working now. At the very least, I got the message gone. Oh shoot, I missed the intro. Now I'm stuck on this. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised no one said anything. Like, I would never catch it. Like, I can catch it when I play in, like, 16:9, but when I'm playing in, like, you know, the cinematic aspect ratio, there is no way I'll ever see it. Kind of like this guy. Oh my god, he just teleported. Now, maybe it's just me, but
Come on, we can work this out.
you can kind of tell. Oh my gosh, just look at the shadows. Or their lack of shadow.
Fiona? Is there some sort of reuse
don't worry,
thing
you'll
going
get
on?
one more outfit for him. Maybe two. So, unfortunately, you can't skip the cutscenes in this game. Even though the whole game's cutscene. Decisions.
What is happening right now?
I ask the questions.
Okay, then do you mind asking yourself what you're doing?
Hey look, based on how they put that, they only had to record more lines for the main character. I've already seen the strings.
Tell me about the Gortys project.
Is that what?
Oh
this is
yeah,
about?
they're just look at the facial.
Gortys is bad business. If you want a real hot investment, I am on that.
I know
ground floor
Borderlands
of some
1
property
wasn't the
on-
prettiest game, but
Okay.
Don't be
it looks better than this game.
I'm not
And this
a
game
patient person.
came out years after Borderlands 1.
Just where do you start?
I never understood why Telltale was so
Getting dragged
obsessed
through the
with
desert
using the
to
same
end up.
outdated engine.
From the beginning.
Like, Unity doesn't cost that much money, and neither does Unreal. Why did they insist on using their weird, outdated engine? Like, you can tell the parts that are... Like, you can see the strings.
I guess it all started with a promotion. See, I'd spent my entire career up at Hyperion, so I suppose that makes me one of the bad guys in this story.
Now, I've never played enough Borderlands to
Handsome
know,
Jack?
but
He was the
is
baddest
Handsome
guy
Jack
on
wearing
my
a mask? It kind of looks like he is.
Take it. It's yours, right? I mean, you always said that.
Everyone
I
did.
gotta be honest, I always thought it was sort of cheesy.
Oh my god, the game's giving me an echo.
Which resulted in a company overflowing with assholes.
Yeah, I have to say, what's up with that knife game? They're not even
When
stabbing
Handsome
each
Jack
other.
died, it somehow got even worse. It took some time to fit in. But a few stabs and select
Yeah, I'm
backs, a
kind
new
of
haircut,
disappointed we're
and the
gone
help of
from
a
the
couple
desert.
friends. I was on my way to
I was really hoping for more desert action.
Scratch that. Our lives. For the better.
I'm just saying.
I was a little distracted. It was a big day for us. Luckily, Vaughn was concentrating on the important things.
What's the first thing you're gonna buy?
So,
I know what Henderson's making.
I know a lot of spin-offs do this, but as weird as it is, this game is actually important to the plot.
It's not about money, Vaughn. It's about
Like,
the
main
respect
characters
it gives
from
you know who
Borderlands
talks like
1
that?
and 2
People that no one
actually die in this
likes.
game.
Respect. It's nice, you know, but it's not.
Isn't that kind of
closer to the
weird?
summer home on Eden 7.
To kill off characters in a spin-off?
We're meeting with a vet afterward to celebrate. She booked us a table.
Yep, sounds good.
Look,
I don't
we
know.
do a lot of awful stuff to get you to this point.
I know other
I
games have
regret
done
some of it,
that.
Sure I do.
Just look
Every
at the
night I'm
infamy
on
known
It
as
doesn't matter now. 'Cause you made
Metroid
it.
Prime Federation Force.
And don't
Or
ever
just look
think
at Resident
yourself-
Evil Outbreak.
Don't ever
That is the
think about
greatest
Iridium Mind
example
deal we put together.
Thanks for the help, Vaughn.
of
Really.
having stuff
I
happen
could've done
on
this
the
without you,
non-main game series.
Hey man, don't sweat it. I'm just happy we even got you here. You know, I crunched the numbers one night and figured out there was a 45%
Huh, he
chance
won't
someone
forget
would
the
kill you
moment,
today.
but not what I
That
didn't
didn't
say.
happen.
Me too. It was real touch and go
I
there
see
for
where
a
you're
minute.
playing at, game.
All right, man. let's get that Hyperion face on.
Oh,
Definitely
right.
see where this is going.
No, we need some condescending. It's a little too friendly right now. Okay, tell you what. Tilt your head back.
A
like if you asked
sneer
me if
is
they're
too
hitting up your nose.
friendly.
How's that?
There you go. You don't
Oh, you
respect
can
me
tell
at
they
all.
didn't record more dialogue. Sure is nice actually playing a Telltale game in actual cinematic aspect ratio.
Yes, I'm talking to you now. Yeah, but I don't want it in red. I want it in black. Because black is better. Look, don't concern yourself
Yeah,
with one.
I know this sounds dumb because, like, I know this guy, like, the
Just
actor.
send the car over
Like,
when it's
you know
ready.
when you hear someone and their name's, like, on the tip of your tongue, but you can't think of it? Yeah, they would.
You look surprised.
Too bad the actual Minecraft game wasn't a parody.
If I'm reading the situation right, and I usually am,
If only.
you're not too happy about it either. This all came together quick. So, you might not have been in the loop, but
You know, let's be
it's for the better. At least for me.
concerned for
Where's
people
Henderson?
who aren't me.
Yeah, stepped out.
That's a great way to play
You're going
Telltale.
to be reporting to me now.
No, seriously, I've only played,
want you
like,
to know the
part of
promotion that
The
you
Walking
worked
Dead
so hard
Episode
to
1,
get.
and then
That's still
all of
coming.
Minecraft
Well,
Story
that's
Mode
a
Episode 1.
This is about
Patrick.
more than that.
Okay, so you know what I'm talking about.
About
This
your
guy just has, like, a really memorable voice.
Look, you want to know the reason why I'm in that chair and you're
But if I remember
For the
right,
exact
these
same
games
reason
chastise you if you don't try to save
why the
everyone.
handsome guy always gets the girl, and why
think
every
that's the way they
spaceship
work.
in the universe is shaped like a cock. It's destiny, Reese. And men,
This scene is incredibly
men
empty.
like me, make their own. And you could hold a grudge if you like. No harm, no foul. You're
Okay, what's up with the chairs having shadows but the characters not?
But bad things can happen when you swim against fate. Sometimes men find themselves standing in
So
the way of
weird.
other men's destiny. You don't want to be that man.
Hey, look, a dead guy.
Wow. I could not have timed that better. That really helps dramatically make my point.
If I understand
Which is
my supposed
promotion
science right,
It's going to take you
shouldn't he have
out
bloated a
of
little
people's
from being in
business
outer space?
and put you on your own path. And that, my friend, is why I am promoting you to... Jerry, why isn't my new car Digistructing in my office yet?
Vasquez, it's August.
Oh, August.
Hey, look.
Cool, listen.
Weird stuff convenently happening in front of my character. It's almost like I can use this for blackmail.
How did this happen so quick? I thought I'd have more time. Of
Almost.
course, I'm still interested. Yes, I'm near a computer. 10 million. Yeah. It's just that's a lot of money.
Wait, how exactly could you do that with the hologram?
I mean, I'm not trying to be odd.
Shouldn't his hand have gone through it? How do you flip a hologram? Like, tell me I'm not the only person thinking that too.
Yeah,
How exactly do you flip a hologram monitor from the hologram part?
do you want the money or not? Because
Okay, I know these games aren't, like, too well written. They just give the illusion of being better written. Yeah, I would think that too, but he didn't grab the base. He grabbed the actual monitor.
If it's gonna be $10 million, I'm gonna need another hour or two.
Like I said, I know these games have the illusion of being better written.
Well, then just stay there. It's a tourist shop, right?
Wait, that guy's in space. How is he moving up now?
Sure. Okay. Say
And in a different position?
Damn it. Right.
This game really likes using depth of
What are we
field.
talking about? Before we were so rudely interrupted.
Let's try to
You were lecturing
sidestep
me.
things.
It was taking a while.
All right, your promotion. Henderson.
Wait, why is Hydration Bot showing up at the 2-hour
know his
point
place.
and not
He
the
needed
1-hour
lesson number
point?
1. Humility. But you, I respect you, Reese.
I don't think I've ever
So
had
I'm
this
gonna make you
happen.
assistant vice janitor.
What? No. No, you
I'm
can't.
the boss now, Reese. I do whatever I want. Report to Sewage Scout.
You know, I really
23.
feel like they could have,
Effective.
like, wouldn't it have killed them to get the mocap going on?
You can't humiliate me. I quit.
Careful now, kid. The only way you quit Hyperion is the way Henderson did. You're
Aww,
dismissed, Reese.
I didn't even get to quit. What a scam.
I'll let you know when I need my trash can emptied.
What
Yeah,
the hell
I'd be
was that?
scared to get like
You
my
can't do
ear
this to
stuck on a
us.
door like
You
that.
just did.
No. No, this can't
Those
be
doors
happening.
seem like a death magnet.
I'm finished. You know this place is. There's blood in the water, and everyone can smell it.
No, they can't. Not yet, unless you don't quiet down. We just gotta keep it on the down low until we figure something out.
Hey, look, there's
Not
something.
that bad yet.
Oh, I see how it is. Whether or not I actually kick it, the same thing triggers. It's almost like there's
Sorry, you were
not
saying something,
choice.
I interrupted you.
Reese, why are you cleaning up trash?
Almost.
I thought you were getting a promotion. Trash duty seems like the opposite
Well,
of a
let's tell her
promotion.
Henderson's
Henderson's
dead.
dead.
What? Are you sure?
Yeah. I mean, you can ask him yourself. He's floating outside in space.
It's that prick Vasquez. He threw Henderson out of an airlock and demoted Reese to trash man.
Holy crap. So, does that mean you're not
Now,
buying?
I don't really know too much about Borderlands, but Hyperion, they're supposedly the bad guys.
Just trying to lighten the mood.
I wonder if their offices
And
are
I
really
can
that
bring my
clean.
wallet, so if someone pays for me,
I'll tell you who's gonna pay. Vasquez.
I don't know if he's the type
We
to.
can't let that prick get away with this. We
Hey,
need
look,
to
a
do
name
something.
tag. I wonder if
He
that's going to
just
come
killed
back
a
later.
guy. Maybe it's better we lay low for a bit.
What? No way. We hit back.
Steal his deal. Steal his deal.
Yes.
I feel like you have to say that about
What are
someone
you talking about?
in the cast of these
Vasquez
games.
set up a deal
There's
on
always
the door
someone who's a
for
little bit,
vault key.
Whoa.
you know,
That must be
less
why he got the
visually
promotion.
pleasing.
The only thing Hyperion cares about more than money
I don't know,
is
something
vault
about her
keys.
fishnet
It's
stockings.
Perfect. I mean,
They
not only
don't
do we
look
screw over
right.
Vasquez, we have a friggin' vault key. What are they worth? Like $1 billion?
More.
Yeah, but we need $10 million right now to
Alright,
make
come on, desert.
Hold, please.
We're almost to the desert.
Done.
You know, the thing Borderlands is known for. Kind of looking like Mad Max.
That was impressive.
I'm in accounting. I mean, it's what I do. $10 million is chump change around here.
Can I just say how weird it is that Mad Max really inspired a bunch of
Well,
post-apocalyptic
looks like
things
you
to have
boys
like
got it
that
all
desert?
figured out. I'm gonna go eat. Alone? Call me if you don't get killed,
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
alright?
hey, we need your
Like,
help.
why that thing, of all things?
Clearance, transportation.
Why not steal the leather
Master. We
cop
need that
outfit?
stuff.
Yeah.
That's
maybe
something I
Rover
wish
Butters
got
will
more,
when things get dicey.
you know,
Look,
more
it's one thing stealing from
inspiration.
a bunch of poor suckers on Pandora. You're talking about stealing from Hyperion.
But we're friends. Friends help
Wait,
each
didn't
other
they just
steal
say
stuff.
Hyperion?
That's how it works.
Richter used to steal candy bars.
Are they switching the pronunciation
I'll buy you the
between
lunch money when you
characters?
get back.
Fine. But you're buying me lunch now and when you get back.
Done. We only got a couple hours.
Go withdraw the cash.
You know, that feels like a
I'll
low
get you back to
consequence.
Pandora, get you
Just
geared up
having to
and
buy
issue you a
someone
standard
lunch?
Hyperion town.
So what, are they going to
What?
shank me if I don't
Standard?
get them lunch
Really?
at the end of the game?
You can't spring for premium? Seat warmers, maybe a convertible or something?
Yeah, I could really see
Sure,
that happening
yeah,
in this game.
convertible.
It's like,
So,
you
just
didn't
so
buy
I
me
got this
lunch,
straight,
now I'm going to
you
shank
want me
you.
to get you a
And if
card
you
to
buy
the
her
town
lunch,
Pandora
it's
that leaves you
I'm
less
sure someone
protected?
else will just say the same thing
Look,
instead of her.
You're gonna steal something, figure...
No. No, don't worry.
I'm just
Got
getting
a
that
car in
feeling.
mind.
These loading screens are weird. Hey, look! Cutscene immersion! Wasn't that digging immersive? You know what? I just noticed something. The main character, the main guy and women are voiced by Troy Baker and Laura Bailey. Did you know they also voiced the protagonists of Fallout New Vegas? And they're voicing the protagonists of this game? Do you think they work like a combo deal? It's like, oh, if you hire this voice actor, you can also get the other one at a discounted price? Because I would really believe it. Like, really? Woo! We're in the desert! And potentially driving! Potentially. Doesn't let desert driving. And Z fighting going on in the background. So, I heard this game actually didn't sell as well as Minecraft or The Walking Dead. I'm kind of surprised by that, because isn't Borderlands popular?
Holy freaking crap, what was that? What do we even... what do we even
Oh, the music just ended.
Oh, I hope that wasn't like a really ugly person.
What'd you cross right there?
Oh, crap. I think we...
You know, for supposedly being the bad guys...
Are we murderers now? We're murderers. We're murderers, great.
I kind of feel like...
Well, at least it didn't suffer.
They're weirdly too human.
Sucks, though.
Yeah.
Aren't you supposed to, like, kill Hyperion in the game? Hey, look, it's still moving. And the loading screen transitions are kind of wonky.
What do we say if someone asks where we got the money?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, what do we tell people? We should have a story. I would prefer not to tell them that we stole it from Hyperion. That would not go over well. I just think we need a plan of some sort.
Let's just say Vasquez gave it to us to make the deal. It's easier that way.
I wonder if these choices actually will get me killed.
Plan, but I suppose that'll work. So this looks not good.
Got ourselves a hero here. What are you looking at?
God, the lack of blinking
I guess I'm
non-main characters is so noticeable.
$10 million chained to me is all. In a neighborhood, I might add, of back-planet nut jobs.
Just keep your eyes open for the place, okay?
You know, I feel like they're driving way too slow for a shanty town like this.
And watch the money.
Oh, really?
Listen, one tap on the arm, and Yvette can send down a loader bot if things get too entertaining.
That's true.
And she gave me this. It is a stun baton. I do not know how it works.
You know, for our main character kind of being something of a cyborg, kind of weird how that hasn't been brought up yet, aside from the eye.
You, me, Yvette. I mean, we bring this key back, and they're gonna make us the once and future kings of that place for sure. They'll send in a crew to use the key, and then that's it. Then it's kick back on the moon beach time.
Yeah, we'll pop champagne and everything after we get back with
I don't know why, but I get the feeling that if I'm too mean to this guy, he's not going to save
it's
me.
in the bag.
You know, like in older RPGs where you'd have like, oh, if you didn't get this person will come, and if you didn't get this person, that person will come to save you.
The tracker's beep,
But if you, oh my gosh, is that the end of the city? It's just gray?
It's the world of curiosities, right?
Yeah, do you see it?
I don't know why, but I'm getting that feeling from this guy where if you screw up, you'll have less chances
That's one of them.
something down the road.
They seem normal-ish. Normal-ish enough. Anyway.
I don't know. We can still just find it. I hate asking.
What's up with the subtitles
We're
just
on a
randomly
very
moving
strict
every
time
once in a
limit here,
while?
Reese. If Vasquez comes down before we're finished, I mean, I don't even...
Damn, that car's so low to the ground. I feel like you'd feel every bump. Oh, gameplay! Woo! No, here's the thing. He's not going to die. This guy will die. And I get a feeling having your main character die is a bad idea. I'm just saying. Aw, I expected better comedy out of the bathroom. I love the joke in Resident Evil 5 how if you knock on it, you'll get like a dramatic opening of the door with some guy coming out. But we haven't even gone to the lady character. I'm pretty sure we need him alive for that. Ooh, let's use the eye. This eye sucks. It doesn't let me examine people. Hey, look, a dead guy!
I have a feeling he's somewhat inebriated. Excuse me, but do you know where the World
he's
of
not
Curiosities
dead.
is? Right, well, don't trouble yourself.
Ooh, let's talk to this guy.
Hi, sir, yes, do you... think I'm gonna just skip this guy.
You know, that guy looks safe to ask.
Hey, do you know where the World of Curiosities is? Okay.
No, what an asshole. He's still eating his kebab with the same animation. Oh, this looks promising. Alright, we're getting some lore. Huh. I wonder what the other percentage is. I wonder if it's like Fallout where like, I think it was a squirrel on a stick turned out to actually be human remains.
Oof, not a very handsome fellow, is he?
We don't have all day here, Reese.
Well, I feel like he's the guy that'll advance the plot. I mean, just look at him.
Do you know where the World of Curiosities is?
It should be around here.
Well, I feel like I'm going to get shot up.
What are you here for?
Why do you even care?
I get the feeling he's still going to shoot me.
My town, kicking up earth, stirring up spider ants, and when the spider ants come, people get killed.
Sorry, we didn't...
You're Hyperion.
This guy just noticed that.
You know that? Atlas were bastards, but at least they had the good sense to fail. When Jack came in, he turned everything to smoke.
Listen, all we want are directions to the World of Curiosities. That's it, okay? We get that, and we're gone.
Gone, huh?
Hey look, I didn't talk about business and he looked at the
What's in the
suitcase.
case? Hey, kitty cat, show us what's in the case.
What a weirdo, calling a person kitty cat.
Okay, now, look, before we get all bent...
Is there like a...
Well, that went about
convention
as
or
well as I
something?
Oh.
expected.
Bandits.
You know what we got here?
Reese, do
We got a couple Hyperion warmongers, gentlemen.
The bot! Yvette, Primate!
No, I never paid enough attention to the game, but I kinda can't remember if they used the masks. Like, the Raiders actually had masks. Like, I think they had masks, but I don't think they were this civilized.
Hey, but don't go bananas. These things ain't cheap.
And do you know what we do with warmongers? Do you know what we do? Should we tell them what
Increase
we
his
do
max
with
health?
Hyperion
Okay,
workers?
why not?
Who is that?
Reese, come on, just get it.
I feel like these numbers might not matter. Why is there a comma with this one? I can't help but feel like this is a scam.
Time to clock in. Listen, boys. You're gonna hand over that case, or you're handing over your heads.
You know, it's
Your
weird.
choice.
His chin moves, but his head or mask don't. I'm sorry, but the lack of shadows is really bothering me.
Ooh.
Like, it's so inconsistent.
Quiet all of a sudden.
See how they have shadows, but the bandits don't? It's just so weird.
Hi.
Why isn't it doing anything?
Angry eyes detected. Awaiting instruction.
It only does what I tell it to.
You know, I know the running joke in a Telltale game is that there is no game part, and you just have to work around the lack of game. You know, just disguise everything as a quick time event.
War does not compute.
But, you know, I kind of feel like towards the end they'll have to get fancy and actually include game.
I think we all have.
But that's not quick time events.
Let's really have to go. That is not good.
Maybe it's just me. Wow, that car sounded loud. I kind of feel like bathroom shield wouldn't be all that bulletproof. You know, I get this is a shanty town, but
Rocket! I know!
I can't feel like all these people look like they're way too much in cahoots with each other. It's almost like they're a hive mind.
I see you! Shoot 'em all!
Well, now I know why these cost so much.
Yeah, I'm just saying, they make grenades look so much better than they ever are in the game.
Wait! Motorbot! Go get the car!
Stop. Thieves.
Well, I'm sensing a loading screen. There's been too much action for this one part. They're still shooting? It's just like a bad shooting gallery obstacle.
Die now! I'm gonna cook you!
No, wait, I didn't even have to align it. The game aligned itself. Maybe it's just me, but if I had a robot hand, I'm pretty sure I'd punch with it instead of the fleshy hand. Especially with, you know, most people being right-handed.
Alright.
You know, maybe it's just me. Ooh, a crotch shot. Damn. Foiled again. Weird how the other guy's just standing there. Like, he waited for me to kill his friend. What are the odds of that? You know, as much as I'm criticizing the fight scene, I think it's well choreographed.
What did you do
bot tossed us both out. Now kindly stand still and die.
Oh, that was convenient.
That's all I wanted to know. We could have avoided all of this.
Ow!
Get your ass gone! Okay. Loader bot, put the car down.
Sure thing. Bandits imminent.
Hey, look, it's character who went missing. How convenient.
Please do something.
Weapons subsystem requires your attention.
All right, we'll have to improvise.
Time to get funky.
There's just an optimized button. Oh. I feel scammed of choice. Damn it, the game had me believing there'd be choice. I feel so scammed.
Circumstances analyzed.
Easy, buddy.
Scammed again. How many grenades does that guy have?
Fatality.
Shove this up your ass.
Yeah, I'm just saying, for the robot having a shield, it doesn't really look like it's doing him much good.
Inside. Well, we could. Thanks.
Yeah, I have to say, this robot's already better than Claptrap.
This is totally uncool. Why must the universe
charismatic,
be
too.
so good?
Okay, so I know it's just something of a spoiler, but
But the spirit is
this is that thing I was
Reese,
talking
just
about.
Tell it to run.
Killing a character. Even if you self-destruct it, he still comes back in the story.
such sweets are.
Do you know what a joke that is, to have a robot self-destruct and still, you know, be working?
I will name my firstborn Loaderbot. Oh, you know, probably not.
I can't believe we're alive. I mean, I never
Oh my
want to
God,
see
that
somebody's
sleeve just
brains
clipped on.
come out of their nose. Not ever again. That was the single scariest
It's still
experience
clipping.
of my entire life, which should probably be over by now, but it's not. For some reason. But for those guys, a lot of those guys,
It's over now. We made it.
I kind of forget if I cut off characters if I
brains
answer too fast.
just like snot.
Yes. Okay, that was awful. I agree, but we got through it.
Yeah, this
You know,
character
and
sure is
that
remembering a
probably
lot.
shouldn't have happened.
It's almost like
At
he
least
has a
now we know
normal
we can
memory.
handle ourselves.
If what? If brains ooze out of people's noses?
Well, yeah, basically.
I guess you sort of have a point somewhere in there.
All right, let's just find this guy, August. Buy the key. Get the hell out of here.
You know what? This seems like a good breaking point. You know, actually getting to the gameplay part. So I'm going to have to call it quits here with this desert-themed episode of Trainwreck Friday. More desert and more buses than you could ever imagine. Truly the experience everyone wanted. It was the advanced experience. And why isn't... There's the end music. So I know this was kind of interesting, having a bunch of bad games instead of one bad game. And I say bad loosely because I feel like the first game that made all the other games look better. Yeah, I'm going to have to call it quits here. Until next time, there probably won't be as many games in one episode.